today I'm making a dessert which is no bake and requires no measurements at all. I'm going to make Biscoff Tiramisu today. We're going to start by making the filling. Of course, since it's tiramisu, I'm going to use mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone is very easily available these days, but if you can't find it for some reason, you can also use cream cheese instead. A little bit of sugar just to sweeten the cheese, and I'm just going to whisk it till the sugar melts. I'm using regular powdered sugar here today, but you can also use caster sugar if you have. If you don't have any of those, just take regular sugar, grind it up and use that. Now to this I'm going to add Biscoff spread. This is going to bring in that caramelly spicy flavor into our tiramisu. So I'm just adding about 2 tablespoons of the spread. This already smells so amazing. Make sure all your ingredients are at room temperature because after all we're making desserts and we want this to be a breezy process. Now our Biscoff mixture is done. So I'm adding in some whipped cream. This is already whipped. If you want to learn how to make whipped cream properly, you can watch my previous video. The link to it will be in the description box below. So I'm just going to mix this, fold it in with my whisk itself so that there are no lumps at first. Folding this in with the whisk is very easy at first, but now I'm going to switch over to my spatula, adding in the last bit of our whipped cream. This is whipped till soft peaks. Now I'm just going to fold it in. You don't have to worry too much about the air escaping because this is hardly going to take any time to come together, but be gentle with it. Our Biscoff mousse is now ready. It looks amazingly caramelly and smells even better. Now let's move on to assembling our Biscoff Tiramisu. Tiramisu is incomplete without coffee, so this is our coffee bit. I'm making a coffee with instant coffee powder, but you can also use cold brew or any other espresso of your choice. So I have some coffee powder here, which I'm just adding to my bowl, and over it I'm going to add hot water. That's about it. And the soak for our biscuits is ready. So today I'm using Lotus Biscoff Biscuits to make our tiramisu. You can also use ladyfinger biscuits. All you have to do is take a biscuit, dip it in your coffee and use any glass dish of your choice to place it. You can also use a bowl if you don't have a baking dish like this, so that the bottom is completely covered with these biscuits. If you haven't jumped onto the Biscoff trend yet, this is an amazing biscuit. It started off as a biscuit only, not the spread. It has a caramelly taste and a hint of speculoos spice. This is also known as speculoos biscuit in the European countries. But when I found out about it, I got hooked onto it and I really can't stop eating it. Although it's considered a favorite amongst the elderly crowd, I know a lot of kids and youngsters who love this to bits, including me. The crunch in these biscuits comes from the use of baking soda. Although the biscuit tastes amazing on its own, after dipping it into coffee, it tastes even better. Let's get back to our recipe. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the mousse and add it over the biscuits. Just smooth it out properly, and now I'm going to add a drizzle of the Biscoff spread. This spread is made by crushing all of these biscuits and turning it into some kind of a butter which is easily spreadable. Time to add another layer of coffee-soaked Biscoff biscuits. Another layer of Biscoff mousse now. I'm going to smooth the top layer of the tiramisu using a palette knife. Now for the last bit, a sprinkling of cocoa powder on top to make it look like actual tiramisu. Just a little bit should be enough. This layered beauty will be ready to eat in the next 3 hours. Although it looks ready right now, it needs a little bit of refrigeration time for it to set and for the layers to marry and mingle. So now we'll set this in the fridge for the next 3 hours. It's been 3 hours and our Biscoff Tiramisu is ready to serve. If you want to spend more time on your dining table and less time in the kitchen, you should definitely give this no-bake recipe a try. This is Chef Bhumika taking your leave. Keep watching Rajshri Food.